In today's complex world of shifting alliances and global power struggles, a new storm is brewing. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has issued a public warning to US President Donald Trump. Don't destroy a key alliance with India while going soft on China. At the heart of this controversy, oil tariffs and double standard. But beneath the headlines lies a bigger question. Is the US alienating its allies while empowering its biggest adversary, China? Let's break it down. On Monday, President Trump announced he would substantially increase tariffs on India, accusing New Delhi of buying Russian oil, thereby funding Russia's war machine in Ukraine. But just days earlier, Trump had given China, the number one buyer of Russian and Iranian oil, a 90-day tariff pause. Let's be clear, Trump is threatening India, a democratic ally, while waiving penalties for China, an authoritarian rival. Even more puzzling, while pressuring India and threatening tariff hikes, Trump is actively trying to strike a new trade deal with Beijing, the same China that buys oil from Russia, Iran, and their best buddy North Korea, which challenges US global leadership, steals American intellectual property, and openly prepares for military conflict with Taiwan. So ask yourself, who poses the real threat to US national security? It is not India, it is China. Nikki Haley, a top Republican voice and former UN envoy, had this to say. India should not be buying oil from Russia, but China, an adversary and the number one buyer of Russian and Iranian oil, got a 90-day tariff pause. Don't give China a pass and burn a relationship with a strong ally like India. Well, she is absolutely right. China is challenging the US at every level, economically, militarily, and diplomatically. India, on the other hand, is a partner in the Quad, a counterweight to China in the Indo-Pacific, and a key supporter of a rules-based global order. Why threaten a nation that supports you? While India is being targeted by Trump, China continues defying the US outright. In April 2025, China increased the purchase of Russian oil by 20%. It remains the top buyer of Iranian oil, in open violation of US sanctions. It imports uranium and palladium from Russia for its nuclear and EV sectors. It's also actively expanding its nuclear arsenal, aiming for over 1,000 warheads by 2028. And beyond trade, China is preparing to attack Taiwan, militarizing the South China Sea, and allegedly infiltrating American universities and tech labs. So again, why is Trump going easy on China while turning his fire on their allies in Europe and Asia? Let's call this what it is, a dangerous double standard. Trump has also gone after Europe, South Korea, Japan, and even NATO, accusing allies of unfair trade or free riding. But these are the countries that stand with the US economically, diplomatically, and militarily. So why does Trump target America's strongest allies while trying to strike deals with authoritarian rivals? Why punish nations like India, Japan, and South Korea who actively contain China and embrace free democratic values? If Trump continues down this path, he risks pushing India and other US partners closer to China and Russia simply out of necessity. Let's not forget, China and Russia are more aligned due to the Biden administration. In 2023, bilateral trade hit $240 billion. Russia is now supplying highly enriched uranium to China with both civilian and military potential. China is helping Russia bypass Western sanctions, and Beijing has signaled that it will defend its energy ties regardless of US pressure. By alienating countries like India, the US risks isolating itself while China builds a stronger coalition of autocratic regimes. This isn't just about short-term tariffs or trade, it's about long-term strategic influence. India is part of the Quad, Japan and South Korea are US treaty allies. Europe hosts US troops and shares intelligence. Their NATO allies together form the foundation of American global power. Trump's threats against allies could shatter that foundation. And in a world where China is growing bolder, arming faster, and undermining democratic institutions, can the US afford to fight with its friends? Well, as Nikki Haley has warned, don't give China a free pass while burning ties with a strong ally like India. This isn't just a tactical misstep, it's a potential strategic blunder. The US must be clear-eyed about who its friends are and who its real adversaries are. Punishing allies like India, Japan, and Canada while appeasing China sends the wrong message to the world, to Wall Street, and to Washington. And if America loses the trust of its allies, it may well find itself standing alone in a world increasingly defined by blocs, not bargains. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. What do you think? Is Trump undermining US alliances in favor of political optics? Or is this part of a bigger plan? Let us know below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.